So this story time was about my dumbest doing thing that were too much for my age. I believe it's too much for any age, depends on what you do with the things I did. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this one and let's jump right into it. Southwest. This all took place a while ago, when I was about 12 or 13 years old. I just had heard about this place, the dark web. So I watched a ton of videos related to it, but I still did not know the consequences of being in that place and messing around with that stuff. Since this is an older story, I can get some details lost here and there, but I'll try to put everything in order. So my friend Gavin told me about this stuff. He was like, "Yo, have you heard about the dark web yet?" And I was like, "PFF, sure, the dark mode on Google Chrome. Yeah, I've heard of it." At that time, I really thought that the dark web was just the dark mode on the browser and that's all. He laughed at me and started explaining more and more. And as he was talking about it, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little interested, intrigued. So he goes on and tells me about the guns and the drugs that you could just order like on Alibaba in that place. So I thought to myself, hey, I'm gonna give this a go, why not? Now Gavin, on the other hand, did not warn me that it was a pretty dangerous place to be in if you were trying to do stuff in there and not just looking around. So I learned more and more on how to join it. Man, it was pretty rough figuring everything out, on how to download all the required stuff and so on. Also, I found a video explaining that I needed the VPN to browse the dark internet to be safe, so nobody would track me. At that moment I thought, why would somebody want to? I mean, it's the same as the regular internet, but it has these plus options, you know. So I download the VPN, the required browser from which I access this spooky place called the Dark Wiki. When on the Google you have the Wikipedia with information on certain topics, there you have it as well, but the difference was that the Dark Wiki had the information about the other stuff, the stuff which is forbidden on the regular browser. So I go nuts, I think to myself, that's it, I'm on the dark web baby. Boy, I was pretty far from it still. It is no secret why the browser I was on was with the icon of an onion. The dark web had many layers, I mean, link after link I was getting where I wanted. I was spending several hours throughout days trying to find something interesting. I've seen some fucked up stuff on my way there, and trust me, I did not wish to see any of it. The most sites required a payment with Bitcoin in exchange of their services, but some were basically free. Southwest. The place was like a market, the whole page looked like an old social platform, but its reason was to be a place where people asked or provided several services. I remember this one guy offered to fuck up the careers of people, other guy offered to kill people's pets. Pets? How messed up is that? Yeah, moving on further, it got only more and more messed up as I was scrolling throughout the services of the members. And I somehow managed to create an account on the site, as it was interesting to see what they offered and what the price were. I saw a bunch of stolen stuff selling for cheap and I decided to at least message the guy selling this, at the time, brand new laptop, I believe it was a Lenovo or something. So I text him, "Hey, mister." I shit you not, that was the first thing I typed to this dude. I've got no answer for like 3 days straight, and after a while I logged on back to the site I got spooked by. In the little chat room with the guy was just a photo of me, of how I was just sitting in front of my screen, staring right below the camera. Man, when I tell you I freaked out, I literally backed off the computer and fell on my back with the whole chair. I also hit my head pretty hard while falling too. So I ran out the room, not knowing what to do. My dad was downstairs and he asks if I'm alright, to which I just respond chaotically, yes, and I continue to run looking for something to cover my camera with. So I find a random sticker on the table downstairs which just says, "Be aware." I got even more spooked out, I thought that this dark web hacker guy was in my house. So I take this sticker, put it on my camera, chill for a bit, call up my friend Gavin, tell him everything what happened, he got scared too. Talking about this now feels kind of funny to be honest. So I tell Gavin everything, asked him to come over at my place and he does. We sit down, and he goes, "Did you look at it again?" While my PC was in the other side of the room, faced towards the wall, even with the camera still covered, which was hilarious. I replied, "No, I haven't." "Should I?" And he goes, "Yeah, we have to figure this out once and for all, let's face the hacker." So we got all hyped up, ready to battle this guy, and when we finally approached the computer, we noticed another thing on the screen. This hacker guy found my address through my IP address which I tried to hide with a shitty VPN, and just sent me a picture of my house. Both, Gavin and I just looked at each other in pure fear and we both went, oh hell nah, let's delete all of this right fucking now. So the hacker guy hasn't been replied to. I deleted all of the saved links of websites I had, deleted the whole browser, and I actually even resetted the PC, wiped everything from it. It was my dad's PC also, so he got mad at me one day after just noticing how his whole files are completely gone. I told him that I don't know anything and haven't used the computer at all, which was a completely bad lie. He saw me use it. I just lied again and told him that I downloaded a virus and it was the only way to remove it. Now luckily, there weren't any serious files on that PC, only a few games and pictures of our family, and that's all. So yeah, in the end, I was still shitting my pants, thought that at any second the crazy hacker was about to come to my house and kill me. After a few months only did I start to forget about him, as nothing out of the ordinary came up. So yeah, this was the story of when my young stupid self got into a pretty dangerous situation. I'm lucky to end up so well. Maybe the dude saw that I was just a kid and wanted to mess with me. I don't know to this day, but I know one thing for sure: after that day, I was scared of even thinking about the dark web, neither entering it. But I did after a while still. I wouldn't be myself if I would learn from my mistakes. Alright, so this story has came to the end. If you enjoyed it at any part, leave a comment on what should I talk about next, leave a like and follow me for more. Peace.